Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deja, and in today's video, I'll be showing you how I created this moody and cozy space in our home. This is a before picture of what our home, in this room in particular, looked like when we first bought it. And this is what this room currently looks like. We have much more to do, but we're starting somewhere. So I wanted to share how I made, I'm going to call it a couch, this sectional couch out of 2x8s and 2x10s to fit this corner in this room. Honestly, it was a pretty straightforward process. There was, some measuring and math involved, but overall, it was a pretty smooth process. Every project has hiccups, but it turned out pretty well. Now, the cushion covers, as you can see, do not match, and I need to find ones that I actually love. But besides that, I still really love how this project turned out for this space. I wanted to add a long shelf above the couch to display items and holiday decor and whatever I want in this area. So I went to Home Depot, and I believe the board size that I purchased were 1/4 of an inch by 4x6, and I purchased 2 of these boards. The length of the wall was a little shy of 12 feet, and I could not fit a 12-foot board in my car, so I had to purchase 2 separate pieces, which caused trouble and issues for me while I was assembling the boards, as you will see. So I cut off about, I believe, 4 to 6 inches off of one board so that it would fit the wall. And then I used L brackets or corner braces, I believe they are, and applied them to each pieces of the wood, 2 on each, and then attached the wood to the wall into the studs so that it was as sturdy as possible. Now, this is a pretty small and dainty shelf, and that is the look and the vibe I was going for. So I won't be hanging or, applying anything very heavy onto this board. I was hoping that this project would be fairly simple. It's just attaching 2 boards to the wall. How difficult could it be? You would think not difficult at all. However, because all wood is not perfect, and I tried to find the best pieces, they were a little warped and they did not align perfectly like one single piece of wood would look on the wall. So I had to brainstorm different ways on how to correct the alignment of the boards once they were placed onto the wall. Y'all, I was really struggling on which route to take at this point because I really could have bought another piece of wood that wasn't as warped. However, I was not about to spend any more money. It wasn't super expensive, but I wanted to stay on budget for this project. And this project ended up coming out to about $40 or $50, so not too much. I had some of the materials, but I considered changing up my design and doing 2 different shelves, and that just wasn't the vibe. So I just had to brainstorm other ways to make the shelf look as even as possible. And it's not as even as possible, but there will be other items on the shelf that we can kind of cover up. So I was able to find small magnetic little squares, and I just used it to bump out one of the boards so that it would align a little better with the other, but we made it work. I asked my husband to help me screw in some of the screws, and then we were on to painting. I'm using Sculptor Clay by Behr. I absolutely love this color. Every room in our home is basically this color, including one bathroom. And yeah, I just love it. It's such a perfect neutral. It can go either cool tone or warm tone, and yeah, I love it. It's a very calming color for me. As you can see, when I started painting the brackets, they kind of just disappear. I decided to paint the shelf the same color as the walls because I wanted it to disappear and I wanted it to appear very dainty and small and just like not very obvious. I wanted the items that I place on the shelf to be the main attraction and not the shelf itself. After a couple of days of letting the paint dry and everything, I laid out all of the items that I wanted to style the shelf with, and I'm someone that will change the design 1,000 times in 1 week. Plus, I know that this shelf will change as well because Christmas is coming up, and so I definitely want to change out some of these items to decorate for the holidays. But most of the items that I'm using on this shelf are some items that I have thrifted recently that I also showed in my last video as well. But this is pretty much how the shelf turned out and how this space in general turned out. I really love it. It's cozy. I mean, there's tons that I want to add to this area. My husband has even taken a nap on this couch. Our friends and family have complimented how cozy the couch is. So all of these DIYs have definitely paid off. Thanks for watching, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. I share a ton of other DIYs that I don't share here on YouTube. Have a great week, guys.